Hey guys, it's Todd. I wanted to show you real quick a brief rundown of Twitter. What I'm using today to record this is a website called Screencast-O-Matic. It's great, it's free, it's really easy to use, so that's what I'm using. But Twitter, so it's twitter.com. You can see up here on my URL that I just went to twitter.com. Your first time new, of course, you'll just sign up, and it's really brief and easy. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in with my Twitter handle, which is TechNinjaTodd, and my password. And I click sign in. When I sign in, it takes me directly to Twitter. As you can see, I have the tweets of the people that I am following. I can compose a new tweet by typing in right here. What's great about Twitter is that as you type, it shows you how many characters you have left within that tweet. You have a 140 character limit where you cannot tweet more than 140 characters. Twitter provides you with ideas of other people to follow. I usually don't really use that too much, but sometimes they have a good person or two. What you will see is on your Twitter feed, you will see people you follow, like Stacy. I follow Stacy, I follow Miguel, and a bunch of other people. I do not follow this Admiral Akbar, but you can see this tweet shows up on my feed because it was retweeted, which is shared by somebody I do follow. So those kind of things will show up on your feed as well, and it shows how long ago that was tweeted. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever. It'll show all of that. So what I can do is if I want to tweet, I just type in what I want to tweet here and click the word tweet. If I want to find people to use, I can either search up here at the search box, or I can choose to connect with them. So I'm going to search for, let me say, Stacy Huffine. And I can search for her and see, oh look, there is a Stacy Huffine right here that I can choose to click on hers and say, oh yeah, do I want to follow her? Sure. And I can choose to follow, which I'm already following her, so it says following. Or I can unfollow somebody if their tweets just become really obnoxious and annoying. So right now I'm following Stacy. If I wanted to find somebody like Johnny Depp, I could see if Johnny Depp has an account. And here's Johnny Depp's account. I can choose to follow him. So you can follow up to anybody. When you're first getting started and trying to find educators you want to follow a few people you know, like maybe me, Stacy, different principals and administrators. And then they'll retweet other people, and that's how we found great people to follow. Now, what's a retweet? If I see something somebody posts, like this Herbert guy, if I really liked what he said and what he had to share, I could choose to retweet his comment. What that does is that allows all the people that are following me to see what I thought was cool or important. I can also choose to favorite that tweet. If I really liked it and I want to be able to access it later really easily, I can favorite it and it will organize it for me. Like we talked about, there are hashtags that a lot of people use in their tweets. Remember that hashtags just organize tweets for Twitter. A popular hashtag, and one that will be, there's a chat every Wednesday night from 8:30 to 9:30, is the #TextEd. And I can go up at the top and search the hashtag. And I hit enter, and I get all the top tweets for that hashtag. I can get all the tweets with that hashtag, or just the tweets from the people I follow. So it organizes every tweet that ends in a hashtag TextEd. That's really beneficial for organizing tweets. So if I was gonna tweet something that was really beneficial for the TextEd group, I could say like, recording my first screencast about Twitter for employees at Waller ISD. And then I'd want to put the hashtag TextEd. I'll put the hashtag EdTech. That's another really good one. And then I put tweet. Right away it tells me my tweet's been sent. It tweets it out. Now, what you may have seen me type was I put a little @ and then a name. People that have Twitter accounts, you can tag them in your posts, or that's how you respond to them. If I want to send something to Stacy, I have to put an @ and then I'll just start typing Stacy's name, which is Tech Ninja Stacy, and it just finds people for me. And it makes me find it right there, and I can just click on her name, and I just start, now I'm sending it to her, or about her, whatever I want to do. But it tags her so that her people can see the tweet as well. So that's really beneficial as well. Now you can use the discover icon to go and discover different things that are happening on Twitter, whatever you want to do with that. You can connect to people by clicking the connect. The connect button also keeps track of your interactions. So I can click on connect and see that, oh, Stacy's mentioned me in something, Claudia's mentioned me in something, these people have followed me recently, somebody retweeted something I tweeted out. I can keep track of all the information that people are sharing about me. So it's really great for me to just keep up to date with, oh, look, somebody shared something else of mine, or different things like that. And so that's really awesome too. And I can reply to them and say thanks for tweeting me or thanks for retweeting me, because you'll find that a lot of people will start finding out about your tweets if you're tweeting a lot of educational stuff, and they'll start sharing a lot of your ideas, especially if you're sharing websites and other great ideas on way to use technology within the school. Now, we talked about in our training about Twitter chats. I mentioned using hashtags, and I mentioned that on Wednesday night there's a TextEd Twitter chat that you can participate in. Now, you can choose to go in and search and do TextEd, and that pulls in all the tweets, and you can keep up with the chat like that. The only downside is you're going to have to constantly be refreshing the page to keep those tweets coming. There's a great website called Twitterfall, and I'm going to switch over to Twitterfall. It's twitterfall.com, or you can just Google Twitterfall. When you get to Twitterfall, right here you'll see you'll sign in with your Twitter. So I click sign in with Twitter, and I'm already signed in, so I'm just going to click to authorize Twitterfall. I authorize it. It takes me right back to Twitterfall. And what it's going to do is I want to do a search for a certain hashtag that I want to keep track of. So I'm going to do a search for a hashtag TextEd, and I'm going to hit add. What that does is it is live, and it will start giving me all the tweets that people are tweeting right now with the hashtag TextEd. And I can keep track of everything that's going on. And so during a chat, somebody's moderating and somebody's asking questions and teachers are participating. And it moves fairly quickly, but you can see that it keeps it put together like a chat room. And so it kind of just keeps everything together for me so I can keep track of it and I keep up to date with it. It lets you know how many more tweets are coming in. So I got 5 more coming in real quick. And after those 5 come in, what I'm going to show you is, the last one should be the one that I did, yeah. So when the chat's happening, you don't have to go back to Twitter to favorite something, repost something, whatever. From right here, if I say, oh, I really liked what Matt Gomez wrote, right here on the side is a little arrow. I can choose to follow Matt Gomez if he's writing a lot of stuff that I like. I can favorite that tweet of his. I can reply. I can retweet it. I can do all kinds of things straight from this screen where I don't have to go back to Twitter. DM. What is DM? DM is a direct message. If you want to send something just to Matt Gomez and you don't want it to appear on his wall, you don't want it to appear on your wall, you can direct message him, and that's what a DM is, and that'll send it to a little like inbox for him to access later. Now, if you just want to, if somebody asks a question like, what's a way you're using Twitter in your classroom, you can click on new tweet, type in your tweet right here, press send, and it'll send it to Twitter, and it'll show up in this live Twitterfall feed. I found that this Twitterfall is excellent to use during chats. There are chats that happen all the time. TextEd is a great one, and again, it's from 8:30 to 9:30 every Wednesday night. And all you gotta do is go to Twitterfall, log in with your Twitter, type in your pound TextEd for the hashtag TextEd, and you can start following along and participating. But the only way you will have your tweets participating in the TextEd chat is by ending every one of your tweets with the hashtag TextEd. That will keep it all in one spot, and that will keep you looped in to what exactly is happening in the chat. Otherwise, you can just keep tweeting and nothing will show up on this feed because you haven't been using the hashtag. And we signified to Twitterfall that we wanted to use this hashtag. And you can follow more than one. If there's 2 chats going on at the same time, like I also followed the hashtag FlipClass. I can choose to add that hashtag too, and it'll keep them all live for me at the same time. See, there's 99 recently done hashtags for FlipClass. That's a really popular one. I don't want to follow it anymore. Let me close it out. I don't want it anymore. I just want TextEd. And so this is a really excellent tool. We emailed y'all a link to some popular hashtags. If you want to find out when a tweet is taking, when a chat is taking place, all I do is I tweet it out. If I go back to my old tweets, I should be able to find one that I did the other day. Actually, yesterday. I tweeted out yesterday, I said, let me see. I said, does anybody know when the next flip class chat is happening? And I just tagged somebody I know is really popular with the flip class. And within 10 minutes, I had 4 people respond to me and say, it's happening at this time on this day. And so that's a really great way to find out about chats, is if you know the hashtag, all you have to do is go home and you can tweet right away using this tweet box and say, when is the next TextEd chat? Anyone know? And tweet it out, and if people that are following that hashtag will see that you've sent that, even if they're not following you, and they'll be able to respond and get back. You see, I'm following 99 people. I follow people, I follow companies, I follow educators. Waller ISD now has a Twitter account. It's not really active too much yet, but it'd be great for you to go ahead and follow it, get them some followers. I follow Wix, I follow Edmodo, Remind 101, and I send stuff to them all the time too. You can see in some tweets that I've done, if I go back to my tweets, I tweeted to Remind 101 earlier. See, and Remind 101 wrote back to me. They said, Tech Ninja and Tech Stacy, Todd, wow, that's incredible, thanks guys, because we told them we were presenting on them. And so we've built this great relationship with these companies just by getting to know them on Twitter. So it's great, and all I have to do is click on that company's name, and I can start following them if I'm not already following them. If you know companies already, like I know Target probably has a Twitter, I can just search for Target, and I can see the targets, and I can start following Target if I want to. You'll notice there's a little blue check mark by Target. The big, really big companies or celebrities, the blue check mark means that they're certified, that Twitter has proved that that is really that user. It's not some fake person using that. So if there's a blue check mark, you can rest assured that whoever you're following with that is who they say they are. So that's great to tweet from Twitter. You can download the app on your phone and upload and tweet photos. One of the tweets I tweeted out this morning was to Remind 101. And I tweeted, where is it? Let me see. I tweeted, wearing my super cool Remind 101 shirt today for another presentation with 50 junior high teachers on the amazingness of Remind 101. And I just tagged a picture, and I just put a picture of me wearing my Remind 101 shirt. And the cool thing about that was all I did was post that, tag Remind 101, and the co-creator of Remind 101 tweeted me. Tell me thank you for wearing our stuff and tweeting our stuff. So it's a really great beneficial way to get you educators. You can see educators post online web pages all the time with the top stories from the web that other educators have found. And this, I'm telling you guys, is so useful and so quick and easy, especially if you're doing it from your phone. And so there's my quick brief thing over Twitter. If y'all have any other questions, please feel free to tweet me at TechNinjaTodd. Or you can tweet Stacy at TechNinjaStacy. Or we'd love for you to also follow our 3 Tech Ninjas account, which is at the 3 Tech Ninjas. You can also email us or check out our webpage at www.the3techninjas.org. Thanks, guys, and we hope to have you as part of the Twitter hashtag TextEd conversation on Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30.